Episode 3793, Is Now the Right Time?
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. I hope you are ready for an extraordinary week because you know what? It's Mindset Monday and I want you to have a smile on your face and joy in your heart because you get to choose where your mood is, how you show up. Is now the right time? For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already even had the opportunity, you want to head on over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and sign up for the K.I.S.S newsletter, the Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, this episode is brought to you by AIM, Inspiring Connection and Community. So why is it that we keep asking ourselves if we're ready to chase our dreams? Why do we go back and have those thoughts? You know, maybe it's a leisure weekend and the kids are already back at school and now you're like, oh, I can breathe. It's a new normal, but I can breathe. Or maybe your school starts after Labor Day. For me, it was vacation. And I think, you know, when we get that brief moment of, we can begin to think for just a second, what if? So why do we convince ourselves to wait for the perfect moment? A moment that never actually comes. If these doubts are swirling in your head, then maybe you should flip the question. Instead of, am I ready? Or is this the right time? Ask yourself, is now the right time? You know, I was coming back home from vacation and we had a wonderful time at the beach. I go further south and I love it more. And I'm like, okay, yes. But I'm driving. I have many, many hours in the car and I see this Amazon Prime same day delivery truck. Now, no, they're not a sponsor of this episode, but maybe they should be, as I like to say. But they promise, right? Lightning fast, same day delivery. Like you can order it, click, and it's going to be there. Now, if you live in a smaller, more rural area, you're probably not going to get that service. It still may take 2 or 3 or 4 days for you to get what you ordered. But for those who are in the bigger cities, they have these cute little trucks. They look like, you know, they're all brand new and, you know, just right, you know, and you've got the little cute driver in there and they're just going down as fast as they can. And I'm like, what about our dreams? What if my dream was in that truck and I could have a same day delivery? What if you treated one of your next steps towards your goal like that same day delivery truck? What if you committed to your dreams with that kind of urgency? I don't know. It got me thinking. And you know what? Driving 11 hours, you get a lot of thinking. And I love my road trips. I'm on one again today. And I'm like, okay, Christiane, you've got to stop thinking. But I don't want to stop thinking. That means I'm growing. And the truth is, maybe you don't want to hear the answer. Maybe you really don't want to know that, yes, now is the right time, because that means you're going to have to face the same excuses you've been rehearsing for years. I don't have enough money, right? Finances. I'm not skilled enough yet. I just need to go get more certifications, more classes. I need to get a better degree, whatever it is. My timing isn't perfect. But if you want different results, you have to be willing to do something different. So why not be like that Amazon Prime truck, showing up the very day someone hit buy, ready to deliver? It's like, whoop, whoop. How would that make you feel? You know how it feels. You order it and it arrives when it says it's going to get there. You're like, yes. And you kind of do a little happy dance. Okay, at least your heart does. Maybe you're not doing it, or maybe you are. But regardless, the reality check is now is the only time you truly control. Change is a constant, but now you control. 10 seconds from now, you get to control that because the past then becomes 10 seconds ago past, right? So I've already said something. Now, yes, I know technically I can go edit it, but shh, we'll go with my whole analogy here. Pretend I can't edit right now, right? I just said this now, and that 10 seconds, I have now to control it in that moment. But in another 30 seconds, I can't go back and change what I just did. Waiting for perfect conditions is just a way to avoid facing discomfort, uncertainty, or risk. If you want to own your dreams, you need to get real with what now means to you. That is your K.I.S.S to Keep It Simple strategy. Get real with now, N.O.W. And you're like, Christiana, it's not a big deal. No, it is a big deal. It is. It's your presence. It's your present time. There's a lot involved here. And most of the time, look at your watch. You're paying attention to everything else. The kids, not that they're not important, they are. The laundry, the dinner dishes and dogs. And you got everybody else, but you forget about, wait, my dreams, my goals, what am I supposed to be doing? Where am I supposed to be going in this season? What does it mean? So I want to break it down for you in this simple framework. Yes, it's N-O-W, now. Number 1 N is need. You got to strip away the fluff. Why do you need to act now? What's the cost of waiting longer? Think about it. I know for me, I've been wanting to write my book now for probably a very long time, well over 5 years. And it's been on my list. And then finally this year I said, I'm writing it. And in actuality, it should be coming out like here in the next couple months. I don't think we're going to make it. I'm being real. Now, is it still in process? Is it going to happen? Yes, it is. But you see, a lot of other things have come up. And some things I can control and other things I can't. But even when things change, you've got to be careful about what you let go. Because sometimes the cost of waiting longer costs you more than it does someone else. A lot of times we're happy to please somebody and lose our own dreams for something else. Think about that. Is it a growing gap between where you are and where you want to be? Okay, you're thinking about need, N for need, or a missed chance to prove yourself. Pinpointing your urgency is the first step. Your dream is truly a need, not just a want. Your resistance to act fades fast if you're not willing to see your dream or your goal as a need. If you're just like, nah, well, if it happens, that's great. That kind of nonchalant attitude is not going to get you anywhere fast. Now, I'm not saying you're trying to speed things up. What I'm trying to tell you is that you get to what? Create your now. Think about what I do every day. I'm here every day with you. Why? Because I want to set you up for an incredible day filled with whatever is on your mind. Because we get lots of different options out there every single day. And things, distractions, life, responsibilities, all comes at us. And we have milliseconds to make life-changing decisions, whether or not to go to the grocery store. Some people would say that's not a life-changing decision. It is if you have nothing to cook for dinner. You're going to have an angry family. It's not going to be a good day. So look at the need. Is your dream, is that goal what you want? Go back to school, write the book, open up the business, be a stay-at-home mom, lose weight. What is it for you in this season? Is it truly a need, or are you just kind of dangling the carrot and going, if it happens, it happens. And let me tell you this, there's not a wrong answer, but you need to know that it's a need versus a want. And then it leads us to the O, number 2, own. Take full responsibility. All right? You can't just sit here and say, oh yeah, it's a need, and then you don't do anything. Don't sit there and blame your kids. That's wrong. Don't blame your puppy dog. That's wrong too. Do you own your dream and the obstacles in your way? No one else's timing matters but yours. This means calling out the excuses and deciding you are the person who moves us forward. Owning your part means no more blaming, not enough time. Yep, not enough resources, or not the right market. Whatever it is, that's the mindset shift that turns ideas into actions. And that's what you want. Take aim. Action ignites motivation. You have to own it. You have to take responsibility. No one else can. Now, I get it. You may have setbacks, and they may be real life ones, like a medical issue. Okay, well, sometimes you can't help that, and you have to deal with that. I have an absolute good friend, coach, and mentor, Michael Hyatt. If you know him, if you don't know him, look him up. He's incredible. He deals a lot with focus. And Early on in my entrepreneurial years, when I first started, I did some training underneath him. And then also my coach and mentor and my good friend who has since passed, Dan Miller, they are good buddies and best friends. And so unfortunately, Michael Hyatt took a spill. And I say unfortunately because he's got 6 months of rehab work, whether it's his arm's going to be in the sling, whatever. And he's posted this and sharing it on Facebook if you are interested in that. But I share that with you because sometimes we do have those mishaps that we can't control. And you have to deal with them. But I guarantee you right now, his heart is not about, well, I'm just going to have this arm in the sling because it's just how it's going to be. So I'm just going to be here for 6 months. Yep, I'll do what I know. He's going to be planning something else. He's going to do what he can with his other arm. And then he has his incredible wife, Gail, who's going to be right by his side and is going to make sure that everything continues to run smoothly, along with, first off, getting him well. Possibly some projects might be put on the back burner, but guess what? Another one will probably bubble up, and it might be the greatest project yet. Why? Because of what happened. But you see, if we're not willing to own our own stuff, our own junk, our own lemons, we can't turn anything into lemonade. And let me tell you, lemonade is a lot more tasty than lemons, even though I love it in water. Just saying. So need, own, and finally your W, number 3, is win. What will a win look like today, right now? I mean, what do you need to do to say, yes, I did it? It doesn't have to be a giant leap. A win might be making a phone call, drafting a simple plan, or sharing your vision with somebody. Someone that you can trust and saying, you know what, I've really been dreaming about this. I've been thinking about this, but now I need to take the first step. And that first step is finding someone and actually putting it out there verbally so I can hear it and have someone reflect it back to me. The point is to create momentum. Create your now. Same day delivery isn't about the full order. It's about showing up now with something real to push you towards your goal, where you're headed from where you are, right? It's called what? Your GPS. You got to have the compass go in the right direction, or otherwise you're going to go to the wrong country or possibly just the wrong city. But you got to be careful. Here in the U.S., you can drive all over the place. You might be wanting to head to New York City, but if you don't watch it, you might be going to L.A., Los Angeles, that's the other direction. You're thinking East Coast, but you end up West Coast, or vice versa. If you're serious about changing your life, then quit waiting for perfect. The perfect time is a myth. If that's all you get today, take that. Because the right time is right now. To do the one thing that you need to do. I believe in you. And I know you do too, just a smidgen. I know you do. Why? You wouldn't still be listening to me at this moment. There's no accident that you're here. Whether you're a believer or not, I pray for absolutely everybody. Do I know everybody who shows up and listens to these episodes? I do not, but God does. And I pray that this touches the person at the right place, at the right time, and they hear what they need to hear. And I know I've talked to many people out there who listen. And I'm so grateful. And thank you so much for subscribing and sharing and sending it to, hey, you need to listen to this crazy Christiane. She's in my ear all the time, but what she says kind of makes sense. Yeah, it's called Real Raw Truth. And it's living life open and free, knowing that God's got you. But sometimes we hold what we really are supposed to be dealing with way too tightly. A caterpillar cannot turn into a butterfly if you crush the cocoon. Think about that. If you hold something too tightly, it won't be released to fly. So now, is it the right time for you? And if you say it is, then act like it. Be that Amazon delivery truck and say, yes, I'm going to do one thing today. And if you need to, put a dangling carrot in front of you. Celebrate after 10 days of something. Celebrate after 4 weeks of something. But trust yourself to know that you are created for more. And you can create your now, but you get to decide. And you can decide to live in excuse land. It's great. But if you want different results, maybe it's time you get a different vehicle. I think Amazon Prime delivery truck might look good on a lot of us. Go in peace, be present, be incredible, be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed day. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.